So Tyler Perry finally clapped back. Jaguar has been spreading rumors that he's gay. This is what he had to say.
Rumor that have been going on about my relationship status. Let me make it clear to you all. I'm not gay. For those of you spreading rumor Jella Kelly because you find out I'm gay, that's a big lie.
Because I saw you at a Diddy party, Tyler. And you were having a glorious time.
And if you must know, we're still working together, so enough with the rumor. And if you have interest in me to figure out I'm straight, kindly text me directly, and I'll make out time to reply thank you.
I need him to tell me what happened to my friends. And I don't care how long it's been since I talked to them. They will always be my friends. Always. Tim and Durrett and Lamont Rucker were not the same after they went on camera with Tyler Perry. Christian, I think you can tell me why.
Rumor that have been going on about my relationship status. Let me make it clear to you all. I'm not gay. For those of you spreading rumor Jella Kelly because you find out I'm gay, that's a big lie.
Because I saw you at a Diddy party, Tyler.
Hello? See you again. We've met before? Well, I said see you. I didn't say we met. I saw you during the Pierce. Technically, that would be viewing me, not seeing me.
So this tension between Ariel Mitchell and Jaguar Wright started in the beginning of the Pierce Morgan show.
That would be viewing me, not seeing me. It was a joke. Okay. No, I saw you there. We didn't have time to interact because everyone shot their segments separately. But as you know, I did not like the way Vlad handled you.
Jaguar Wright's frustration with Ariel Mitchell, the attorney, is linked to Mitchell's role in high-profile legal cases, particularly those involving Diddy and allegations around Kim Porter. During a recent interview, Wright criticized how Mitchell has handled certain details in these cases. She suggested that Mitchell's approach might be problematic, hinting that it could actually prevent the full truth from coming out, rather than helping those involved find justice.
But as you know, I did not like the way Vlad handled you, and I spoke up for you then, and I don't know what went wrong between then and now. I reached out to you, you sent me a message, we never heard from you. Right, so a lot of people reach out to me once, and I responded and you never reached back. That's what happened. You know, I apologize if you didn't call. Good. You was busy. I'm sure you got a lot. Right. Fell through the cracks. I actually, when I didn't hear from you, I was waiting for you to call me because I think the last message I sent was something. We reached back. We never got anything. Oh, okay. Well, again, I don't know, but I don't know how it turned into a problem. Even if it didn't turn into a problem. What it turns into is that right now, I'm not interested in what everyone else is interested. You know, my objective is a lot different than most people. See, I already know where the problems are. I know where the leaks are. I know where the gaps are. We all know that this is government ran. Of course, nobody wants to say that. I only feel comfortable with saying this because this is a British platform.
I'm comfortable saying it's government ran.
Let's just be very clear about that. My greatest issue is the chain of evidence, you know?
In a recent podcast episode with Sean Atwood, Jaguar Wright joined him alongside others to discuss various controversial topics, particularly within the entertainment industry. Jaguar made waves with explosive comments about high-profile figures like Jay-Z and Beyonce. She leveled serious accusations against them, alleging abusive behavior and shady dealings. These claims quickly drew attention, sparking social media reactions and even leading to legal pressure for retractions from the Carter's legal team. Additionally, Wright discussed her own experiences in the music industry and her ongoing conflicts with other prominent names. Her criticisms seem to stem from frustrations with the industry's power dynamics, though her credibility has often been questioned by critics. It's clear that the podcast sparked a lot of heated debate, with some supporting Wright's stance and others labeling her statements as attention-seeking. In her interview with Sean Atwood, Jaguar Wright made significant and shocking claims about several well-known figures in the music and entertainment industry. One of the most notable allegations was directed at Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Wright accused Jay-Z of using his influence to manipulate the music industry, and she went on to claim that Beyoncé was involved in some of the industry's darker dealings. She also suggested that some high-profile individuals in the entertainment world, like Diddy, had connections to dangerous practices, though these statements were met with skepticism from some listeners. Throughout the conversation, Wright voiced her dissatisfaction with how she was treated within the industry. She mentioned being sidelined and her frustrations with the industry's treatment of artists, particularly women and people of color. Her comments were not just about the allegations against individuals, but also about the larger power dynamics she believes exist in the industry. These claims, especially regarding Jay-Z and Beyoncé, sparked a wave of reactions online, with many questioning her credibility, while others felt she was speaking out against systemic issues. During Jaguar Wright's appearance on the Sean Atwood podcast, there was a notable moment of tension between her and Andrea Mitchell. The interaction became uncomfortable when Wright, known for her outspoken views, began calling out the music industry's power dynamics and allegations involving figures like Diddy. Wright's candor and confrontational approach seemed to clash with Mitchell's more traditional and reserved style of questioning. Wright has been vocal about exposing corruption within the entertainment world, particularly in relation to Diddy, and she didn't hold back during the discussion. She stated that the industry's power structures often exploit vulnerable artists, using them as tools for profit. The tension between the two may have stemmed from their differing perspectives. Mitchell's more cautious approach to handling these controversial topics clashed with Wright's desire to speak out freely, regardless of the potential fallout. This moment highlighted the stark contrast between Mitchell's usual journalistic neutrality and Wright's raw, unfiltered commentary about the darker side of the music industry. Jaguar Wright continued to make bold claims during her podcast appearance, highlighting several aspects of the entertainment industry's alleged corruption. One of the main themes in her statements was the manipulation of artists for financial gain. She specifically called out individuals like Diddy, Jay-Z, and others, alleging they used their power to control and exploit young artists. According to Wright, many in the industry thrive by preying on the vulnerabilities of newcomers, and she emphasized how these figures foster a culture of fear and silence, discouraging artists from speaking out about mistreatment. She also spoke about her own experiences of being sidelined in the music industry, claiming that she was targeted for refusing to play by the industry's rules. Wright emphasized that her willingness to speak the truth about the darker side of the business set her apart from others who were willing to overlook such injustices for career advancement. In the discussion, Wright didn't just criticize individual actions. She framed her allegations within a broader critique of the entertainment industry's systemic issues. She suggested that the industry's culture of secrecy and exploitation was a well-known but rarely acknowledged reality for those inside it. Jaguar Wright, who often goes by the acronym RID, Real Intelligent Deserving Empress, expresses bitterness largely due to her personal experiences with the music industry's exploitation and systemic issues. She has repeatedly spoken about feeling used and mistreated by powerful figures in the industry, particularly in the context of how record executives, producers, and other prominent players allegedly take advantage of artists, especially women and people of color. Wright believes that the industry's dynamics are geared towards suppressing voices that challenge its profit-driven motives. Her bitterness also stems from feeling betrayed by those she once worked with, including figures like Diddy and others in the hip-hop world. She claims that after her initial success, she was sidelined and ignored, which intensified her frustration with the industry's inner workings. Furthermore, she often describes how her refusal to conform to industry norms led to her being ostracized. This sense of betrayal, combined with what she perceives as a long history of being taken advantage of, has contributed to her outspoken bitterness and desire to expose the truth about the industry's darker sides. Jaguar Wright has hinted at having personal interactions with both Sean Combs, Diddy, and Jay-Z, though the nature of these relationships is somewhat ambiguous. She has been vocal about her frustrations with both figures, suggesting that she was mistreated or sidelined by them in the music industry. Jaguar Wright has made public claims that she had an intimate relationship with Jay-Z in the past, and she has spoken about it in interviews and on social media. According to Wright, her relationship with the rapper occurred when they were both starting out in the music industry, and she has suggested that their connection was more personal than professional. She has also described feeling hurt by the way Jay-Z later treated her, accusing him of ignoring or sidelining her after their time together. These claims are part of a broader narrative Wright has constructed about feeling mistreated by powerful figures in the industry. She has often stated that her experiences, including with Jay-Z, have shaped her disillusionment with the entertainment world, which she views as exploitative and manipulative. However, Jay-Z has not publicly confirmed or denied these allegations, and Wright's comments have been met with skepticism by some. As with many of her other claims about the industry, her credibility has been questioned by critics. Jaguar Wright has frequently claimed that she attended many high-profile Hollywood parties and mingled with celebrities during her time in the music industry. However, some critics point out that there are no known photos of her at these events or in the lavish settings she describes, such as at mansions or with other high-profile figures.
Jaguar on the Piers Morgan Show.
I'm smart, the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil.
This absence of documented evidence has raised questions about the authenticity of some of her claims. Wright, who has been vocal about her experiences in the entertainment industry, has framed her statements as a response to the exploitation she believes is rampant behind the scenes. However, her critics often point to inconsistencies in her stories, including the lack of visual proof to back up her accounts of attending exclusive Hollywood events. This discrepancy has contributed to skepticism surrounding her credibility. Regarding Jaguar Wright's involvement in interviews, it's been reported that she was paid for her appearances on the Piers Morgan Show, but specific details about the amount she was compensated remain unclear. However, she did claim that she was invited to these platforms because of her allegations and the shock value they brought. In her interviews, she often emphasized her connection to figures like Sean Diddy Combs, with whom she claims to have attended parties, as well as making explosive claims about the entertainment industry's darker side. Jaguar's interactions on these shows were sometimes contentious, particularly when she made serious accusations without offering concrete evidence, leading to legal pushback from the parties involved. Though it's not certain how much she was paid for each specific appearance, her engagement with the media is driven by both her past experiences and her ongoing disputes with high-profile industry figures. Regarding Jaguar Wright's appearance on the Sean Atwood podcast, it seems there wasn't any specific mention of her being paid for the interview, nor an explicit figure reported in the available sources. However, it's clear from previous discussions that Wright is not shy about sharing her controversial opinions and accusations, especially involving figures like Jay-Z and Diddy. Her claims cover a range of topics, from intimate experiences to more generalized accusations about the darker side of the entertainment industry. While her appearances are often charged with strong rhetoric, it's difficult to find concrete details about payments for her podcast spots. It's worth noting that podcast appearances in the true crime and entertainment spheres sometimes come with compensation, but these arrangements often remain private unless disclosed by the parties involved. In a recent interview with Tasha K., Sam Odom Jr., the son of Jaguar Wright, shared serious allegations against his mother. He accused her of using him as a pawn in her disputes with others, including family members. Odom Jr. also claimed that Jaguar Wright was trying to create an ideal reality for herself, which involved manipulating situations for her personal gain, particularly during her time with the Roots. He further suggested that her career trajectory, including her public persona, may have involved sacrifices, and he painted a picture of his mother being used as a scapegoat in various situations.
Jaguar Wright's son, Sam Odom Jr., his interview with Tasha K. A little clip of what he said about his mother.
But to put it the Cliff Notes version, I've separated my mother into two people. Jacqueline Suzette Wright, her legal name, and Jaguar Wright, her stage name. I love Jacqueline Suzette Wright. She is my mother, and I love her with every bit of my being, in spite of the things that she's done. However, Jaguar Wright is the kind of person I abhor. To give you the Cliff Notes version on how I view Jaguar Wright, she is 5 things to me. She is an over-possessive siren who lures any people who try to be kind to her into her den and protects the things that she owns, whether it be her gained wealth or, even at worst, her own sons, whether they be dead or alive, like a dragon protects a hoard of gold. That's 1. 2, Jaguar Wright is a vindictive thief who hates those who have slighted her or have done any wrong to her in her eyes, stirs the pot of bad blood for well over a decade, and pettily steals things from those whom she hates for her own purposes or for her own hatred. 3, she is a dead son of narcissism who has been overfueled with the eutrophication of love from her father and her mother at such a young age, well before her double digits, that it spoiled her rotten and led her to believe that she was a shining star amidst the cosmos, when in actuality she burned out. 4, she is a hyperbolic criminal with the mask of a cultist who has spread and blown things so far out of proportion to the point where hopefully nobody will find the truth of the matter, and to keep her name in the circles of controversy so that all the attention will always be on her, and likewise hypocritically proclaiming to my now late half brother to never play a game series from Rockstar known as GTA, Grand Theft Auto, when she has effectively done the same herself in real life now. And 5th, and people watching this are probably going to remember this one, and they're probably going to be laughing at this. 5th, Jaguar Wright is a profane prostitute. A modern-day Kadishtu indoctrinated by the 4 women of the Zohar.
The 4 women of the Zohar are rooted in Jewish mysticism and represent symbolic archetypes connected to spiritual forces. They are 1, Eve, Chava, represents earthly life and creation as the mother of humanity. 2, Lilith, symbolizes untamed, rebellious energy and the shadow side of femininity. 3, Rachel, reflects spiritual beauty, redemption, and the Shekinah, the divine presence in exile. 4, Leah, embodies inner contemplation, higher spiritual realms, and hidden divinity. These figures aren't just characters, but also symbolize aspects of the soul and the cosmic order.
Modern-day Kadishtu indoctrinated by the 4 women of the Zohar to be in communication with the devil in our religious faith, and to bring harm, or at worst, even death, upon members of our family.
There have been claims and discussions regarding Jaguar Wright's mental health, though the specifics are not always clear. Some sources suggest that she has faced significant personal challenges, which have at times manifested publicly, including mental health struggles. For example, she has been involved in several controversial statements and online rants that led to media outlets like Piers Morgan's show facing legal repercussions due to some of her more sensational claims. Additionally, Tour, a media personality, called out Wright's behavior, describing her as a mentally ill conspiracy theorist after her comments about Jay-Z and Beyonce. This criticism was rooted in her increasingly erratic public statements and the lack of credible evidence for some of her allegations. Wright herself has mentioned a difficult personal history, including a breakdown involving her husband and some tense situations with her associates. Overall, while Jaguar Wright has experienced periods of public turmoil, the exact nature of her mental health is debated and seems to be a source of both sympathy and controversy. Following Jaguar Wright's appearance on Piers Morgan Uncensored, where she made severe allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce, the couple's legal team contacted Morgan to demand the removal of the statements, claiming they were completely false. Morgan apologized on air, acknowledging the claims had no factual basis, and edited the interview to remove them. While this public apology occurred, there's no indication that Jay-Z and Beyonce are pursuing a lawsuit, but their legal team clearly intervened to protect their reputations. Jaguar Wright's appearance on Piers Morgan and Uncensored resulted in Jay-Z and Beyonce's legal team demanding the removal of her false allegations, including serious claims about the couple's involvement with Aaliyah's death. Morgan issued an apology and edited the interview to comply with the legal request, but no lawsuit has been filed as of now. There have been reports suggesting that Jaguar Wright has been in mental health facilities in the past. These experiences have been part of her personal story, which she has sometimes referenced in interviews. Her struggles with mental health are often intertwined with her public persona and the controversies surrounding her career and accusations against figures in the entertainment industry. Jaguar Wright has not released new music in about 20 years. Her last album, Denials, Delusions, and Decisions, came out in 2002. Since then, she put out a full studio album, though she has occasionally appeared in media and continued to make headlines with her public statements. Her absence from music has been one of the points of discussion in her career, particularly as she shifted her focus to other ventures. Jaguar Wright has not released any new singles or music in nearly 20 years. After her 2002 album, Denials, Delusions, and Decisions, she largely stepped away from the music scene. In recent years, she has been more in the spotlight for her outspoken views and personal controversies, rather than her musical output. Jaguar Wright appears to be trying to expose what she believes are deep issues within the music industry, particularly its exploitation of artists and the manipulation by powerful figures. She has made accusations about major industry players, aiming to shed light on what she sees as corrupt practices. It's unclear what she hopes to gain, but her outspoken stance could be seen as an effort to reclaim her own narrative and seek justice for those she feels have been wronged, even as her approach generates significant controversy. Wright has been linked to a business where she sold ointments or salves, but there were complaints from customers who claimed they paid for products that were never sent. This issue added to the controversy surrounding her, alongside her outspoken public persona and accusations about the music industry. While she has defended herself in some instances, the allegations about her business practices have been part of the broader discussion about her credibility and actions. Jaguar Wright has faced accusations of running businesses where she took money from people without delivering products or services. One such example is her Philadelphia show, where she charges subscribers a monthly fee but reportedly doesn't provide new content. These issues have contributed to her negative reputation, with many viewing her as untrustworthy due to her business practices, which have become part of the broader controversy surrounding her public persona. Jaguar Wright has faced accusations of asking for money through Cash App, often positioning herself as in need of financial support. Critics claim she uses her platform to beg for donations without providing clear value or transparency regarding what the funds are for. This behavior, alongside her history of controversial statements and business issues, has contributed to her reputation as untrustworthy among some audiences. Jaguar Wright has faced accusations of drug use, with some observers pointing to her erratic behavior and statements as signs of substance abuse. These allegations are part of the broader controversies surrounding her, which include her public outbursts and personal struggles. However, there has been no official confirmation regarding these claims. The combination of these factors has contributed to a divisive public image. Jaguar Wright has been involved in several public outbursts, including confrontations with police and public officials. These incidents, along with her outspoken behavior, have led some to question whether they reflect underlying mental health issues. While it's difficult to make definitive conclusions without more information, such actions, particularly the aggressive nature of her interactions, could be seen as indicative of emotional distress or instability. However, without official confirmation, it's speculative to attribute these actions solely to mental illness. Jaguar Wright has claimed to have a touch of bipolar, referring to herself as having emotional and mental health struggles. Jaguar Wright has mentioned in the past that she has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, though it's unclear whether this diagnosis is recent or part of her broader mental health challenges. These claims fit with some of her erratic behavior, but it's important to note that self-reported mental health conditions should be viewed cautiously without official documentation or confirmation from healthcare professionals. Relationship with her son, Sam Odom Jr., has been strained. Sam has publicly criticized his mother, particularly during his appearance on the Pasha K show, where he berated her. This public conflict is part of the larger narrative of her personal struggles and the controversies surrounding her actions. The mother-son dynamic has drawn attention, with Sam's comments adding to the ongoing drama around Jaguar's public persona. Recently, Jaguar Wright's son, Sam Odom Jr., made serious accusations about her in an interview with Tasha K. He claimed that his mother had used him as a pawn and shield in her conflicts with others, including family members. According to Odom Jr., she attempted to create her ideal reality and pursued stardom, while allegedly treating him as part of that effort. He also spoke about her time with the Roots, suggesting that she was used as a sacrifice or scapegoat during that period. This interview comes amid other controversies surrounding her, including accusations of dishonesty from various celebrities following her appearance on the Piers Morgan show. She has stated that she plans to sue both him and Tasha K for the content shared. In the interview, Sam accused his mother of using him as a pawn and a shield in her personal conflicts, and claimed that she had manipulated situations to create an ideal reality for herself. He also made serious accusations regarding her time with the Roots and suggested that she was used as a sacrifice in her career. Wright has yet to directly respond to the specifics of the interview, but has publicly stated her intent to take legal action. There have been some discussions online speculating that Jaguar Wright's son, Sam Odom Jr., may have autism or another disorder, particularly due to the way he has expressed himself in interviews. However, these are mostly assumptions, and there is no public confirmation or official diagnosis supporting these claims. While his behavior has raised questions, it's important to note that diagnoses should be made by mental health professionals, not based on public speculation or behavior observed in the media. There are unverified claims that Jaguar Wright is working with federal authorities against figures like P. Diddy and Jay-Z. Wright has publicly accused them of misconduct, describing them as monsters and alleging victim exploitation within the music industry. She claims to have spoken to victims ready to testify, though no corroborating evidence has been presented. These allegations align with ongoing legal troubles for P. Diddy, who faces charges such as sex trafficking and racketeering. Meanwhile, Wright has also accused Jay-Z of similar behavior, but these claims remain speculative without proof. The situation continues to draw media attention, but it's essential to treat such claims cautiously until verified. Jaguar Wright has made explosive claims, suggesting she is privy to insider information about figures like Jay-Z and Diddy, which some speculate could be tied to federal investigations. Wright has accused Jay-Z of being a federal informant and has stated that her knowledge of alleged misconduct in the entertainment industry might stem from such sources. These assertions, however, lack concrete evidence and have drawn skepticism and legal pushback from the accused parties, including cease and desist actions and demands for retractions from platforms like Piers Morgan Uncensored. Her claims have also stirred controversy, with some labeling them as attention-seeking, while others argue she might be exposing harsh truths about the industry. Regardless, her statements have reignited discussions about ethics and power dynamics in entertainment. Jaguar Wright has not confirmed exactly how she is obtaining detailed information about high-profile celebrities like Jay-Z, Diddy, and others, but there are rumors and speculation. Some allege that her insights come from connections to federal investigations, while others suggest she may be relying on insider sources within the entertainment industry or past personal experiences. Wright has claimed to know victims who are willing to testify and has spoken openly about alleged misconduct she witnessed during her career. There is no evidence or credible confirmation that Jaguar Wright, under the alias Jaguar Ride, will be a star witness in the federal case against Sean P. Diddy Combs. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and leave a comment below. See you next time.